have Don Davidson. He's at the end there. Donald is a doctor of veterinary medicine, is the current director of the production operations for Farmer John and Hormel Foods. He received his Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and also his Doctor of Veterinary Medicine from Ohio State University. He began his veterinary career in a mixed animal practice in Bellefontaine, Ohio that included small animal, Amish, small farms, and large farms. In 1990, he returned to graduate school at the University of Illinois, specializing in swine production medicine. From 1992 to the present, he's been employed by Farmer John Hormel Foods. Don is responsible for the health and well-being of the animals and also the production and feed manufacturing for the company farms. Don's a member of the American Veterinary Medical Association, a member and past director of the American Association of Swine Veterans, past member of the National Pork Board Swine Health Committee, member and past director of the California Pork Producers Association, and current member and president of the Arizona Pork Council. Don's passion for agriculture, and specifically animal agriculture, comes from the summers he spent working on his grandfather's hog farm while growing up. In these times spent on the farm that gave him a love for agriculture and allowed him to commit to feeding America and the world. Don and his wife, Lori, have been married for 22 years and have 2 daughters.
Hi, thank you. My name's Don Davidson. I consider myself a pig farmer first and a veterinarian second. The reason I became a veterinarian is because I loved livestock, and my grandfather raised pigs, and he went out of business before he could give me the farm, and I couldn't afford to buy one. So I became a veterinarian so I could work with animals. And practiced for a few years, and I went back to graduate school because I liked pigs, and I specialized in pig production. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the swine industry in the United States, and specifically about our operation here. There's basically one swine operation in Arizona, and it's us. So we'll talk about that.
So hit that one right there.
Just to give you a little bit of background about the industry in the United States. This map represents where most of the pigs are raised in the United States. Most of them are in the upper Midwest and in the Southeast. West of the Mississippi, very few pigs. There are approximately 5.7 million sows in the United States. So a sow is a female, and they're producing about 100 million pigs a year, and about 19 billion pounds of pork a year are produced in the United States. So you can see us here. We're in Navajo County. That line that sticks out there, that's basically our operation there. Kind of talk about our responsibility. We haven't done a good job telling our story, what we are, what we do, and this kind of reflects one of the reasons why. In the late 70s, there were 850,000 swine farms in the United States, and now there's less than 80,000. So the decrease in farms is really concentrated in the industry. Most of those farms, though, still family farms producing less than 100 pigs a year. Talk a little bit about our operation in Snowflake, Arizona. We have 14,000 sows in that operation. We'll produce about 230,000 pigs a year in that farm. We have about 140 employees that work on the farm. Our systems are all set up. We run our operations through a quality management system. Everything that we do in the farm, all the farms have computers in them. They have farm supervisors and employees. Everything is on the computer that they can access. Our operation, our success is based on productivity of our animals and their health. So it's very important for us to keep our systems healthy and productive. It starts with controlling logistics, trucking. Trucking is we haul our animals on vehicles, and those vehicles, we have to know where they go. We don't want them in contact with other operations or pigs. They come back clean. We clean and disinfect everything between movements of animals. We make our own feed there. That's actually our feed mill in Snowflake, Arizona. We produce about 2,000 tons of feed a week for our animals. Everything's formulated by nutritionists. We use nutritional services, and we have several diets that are tailored to the age and size and production stage of the animal. Environment, actually we have an environmental scientist that came here. Take our environment very seriously. Marguerite Tan's responsibility is overlooking after all of our farms, all of the environmental aspects that we have to deal with, our operations from manure waste handling, air, water, everything. HR, safety, and employee development, we take that very seriously. Safety is pretty much given, everybody understands that, but employee development, our employees are trained in several aspects, and in order to go to another stage in the farm and do certain tasks, they have to master it, and they have to learn and train on things. So that's all driven by our management system, SOPs in there, training materials and things like that. Animal health, welfare, and food safety. That's what we're about for you. Our animals have to be healthy. We got to treat them right, or they won't produce, or they won't be healthy, and it's got to be a safe product that ends up in hopefully in your house. Source verification and traceability. We can track all of our animals from birth all the way through to the marketplace. So if anything happens, we're able to go back logistically, and we can find those animals and source them. So it's very important that we know where the animals are, what stage they are, what's happened to them. And then we talk about our actual animals, the sow production and growing production. Those are the animals. The sows are the mothers, they're having the piglets, and the growing population is those animals once they're growing. And then biosecurity. Biosecurity is basically preventing disease and health issues from coming into our farm. Actually, our farms, we require all of our employees to shower in, and we provide all the clothing on the inside, and that's to keep disease from coming into the farm. So if you enter our farms, you take a shower. If you leave the farm, you can take one if you want. You don't have to, but when you come in, you do. We also, the swine industry is, we all have to pay checkoff to USDA mandated program called National Pork Board, and one of the things the National Pork Board does is they have a quality assurance program. It's built on 10 principles of learning that are tailored around food safety and animal welfare and handling, and we require, and all of our employees are certified in this level 3 PQA plus pork quality assurance program. And then for us, this is basically our commitment. You're our customers, is our animal welfare standards. They meet our quality management system, and they also meet the National Pork Board Quality Assurance Program, food safety and traceability. We're accountable, and we document all of our processes through the farm, all the way to the market. And our environmental stewardship, we're responsible use of our soil, our water, and our air resources. We live in this community. I live in this community, and I want to live in a clean, nice environment like everybody else, and that's very important to us. So basically, our responsibility. Sometimes we say it's from food to fork, or the animal all the way through the grocery store. So I'll take some questions at the end when we're done.